Welcome back to Studio Life, everybody. Last week I looked at a couple of free plugins and people seemed to really like that, so I thought, why not look at another one? So today we're looking at something else from Tokyo Dawn Records, TDR. We're looking at the Molotok, which I think means small hammer in Russian. Anyway, let's find out. Is it? So yes, the Molotok. It's a very, very nice compressor. I'm going to make a prediction right now. I know this is free, so it's a slightly easy prediction, but I predict a whole bunch of people are going to go and download this. They're going to try it and they're really going to like it. And you're going to stick with it and start using it quite a lot. Anyway, let's get into it. Bear with. Espresso powered reviews. That's what we like. So yeah, the Molotok. Like with a lot of the TDR stuff, there's two versions. There's this version, which is the free version, and then there's the GE, or the Gentleman's Edition, which gives you some extra stuff. I'll talk about that in a minute. This is the free one. Yeah, let's have a look. So as you can see, it's got that kind of military look. It's got green with a kind of infrared kind of red vibe for the little window with your gain reduction meter. What is it? It's a compressor, but probably better. I mean, it will work for anything, but it really works on the master bus, on drum buses. I mean, you can use it for anything, but I think it's got some really nice stuff that really suits working on a whole song. Anyway, let's get into it and we'll get to that bit in a second. We can see at the top left here, we've got a side chain where you can set the frequency that doesn't, above which triggers the compressor, below which doesn't. That's always useful. Below that, we've got the knee setting. Sorry, we've got the threshold setting. And below that, we've got the knee setting. Next to that, we've got the attack. Then we've got this thing that's got a little set of markings across the top, which are alpha, beta, sigma. I'll come back to that in just a second. To the right of that, we have the release. Up there on the top right, we've got the ratio. And again, it sort of spends a bit more time on the lower ratios. We've then got the makeup control, the dry mix, really useful for this kind of thing, a bypass button and a delta button. Absolutely vital. I love the delta button on this. And an output gain setting. Very useful stuff. Right, let's get back to the alpha beta sigma control. What does it do? So, if you think of it a little bit like the Kotelnikov we looked at last time, that was basically like a compressor that dealt with the transients and a compressor that dealt with the rest of it, and you could set which one of those two was doing the most amount of sort of legwork, and you could move it between them. This is similar to that, not the same. So the alpha part of it is a fast compressor. So yes, it probably would deal with transients better, but it's just a faster compressor. It will react very quickly. The sigma it's a slower compressor that has a delayed reaction. So no matter what the attack and release is, it will be a slight delay before it kicks in. So you're going to get a fast compressor hitting the transients to begin with, then this other compressor hitting a delayed thing. Now, you can have it completely one way or the other and doing one of those or the other, or you can meddle around in the middle, which is kind of where the magic is. So when you're using it in dual mode, as they refer to it, it has a lot less in the way of artifacts, especially when you're dealing with like a mastering situation. It will be a lot smoother if you allow it to work both of those kinds of compressors at the same time. You've got to experiment with it and it'll work better with some material than others, depending where it's set. But it's an incredibly useful thing, and it's obviously something that they do well at TDR. The Kotelnikov, that really made that special. And it's the same with this. Again, experiment moving it between alpha and sigma, going through beta in the middle. But at the same time, mess with attack and release regularly. You'll see me do it in the demo. You get such wildly different compression sounds depending on how they're set in comparison, all three of those controls. Yeah, I really find it quite interesting. This is one of those things that lives in my plugin folder, and every now and again I remember I've got it and I'll try it on something. I've been trying to get that sound for half an hour. It's just very, very good. It's annoyingly good for a free compressor. What else have we got? Along the top here, we've got A, B, and a bunch of presets. It can run in stereo, it can run in mono, it can run on mid, it can run on side, a whole bunch of other stuff. We got the side chain, we got a precise mode, which is basically like high quality, like oversampling, and there's a lesser CPU hit version. Not that this really hits your CPU very hard. The question mark, if you flick that on, it basically gives you a load of tips depending on where you're hovering over which control. That's really useful. The little gear, you can set the size of it and a whole bunch of default options for how it runs. Let's talk a little bit about the Gentleman's Edition. It's €50, that version. This version's free, that version's €50, which is a bargain. I've seen it going for around 10, I think, recently in one of the sales. So keep an eye out. Plug-in Boutique quite often do this stuff, very cheap. Have a look there. So on top of these controls, it's also got a limiter. It's got a very sophisticated saturation section. It's got a tone control section. It runs in mid-side, and there's a whole bunch of other little things which give you way more control. If you don't mind digging in, it's going to be a really nice option. But go and get this one for free, because I think you'll find 90% of the time this will get the job done. And then if you really need more control, go and find the other one for as cheap as you can get it. So yeah, there you go, the TDR Molotok. It's free, so there is no demo. Well, look at it as this is the demo for the other version. There is no charge. so that's the end of the review. I do have to give it a star rating though, and it can't be anything other than 5 stars. A, because it's excellent, B, because it's free, and C, if you do want to upgrade to more features, it's really cheap. Go and check it out, TDR Molotok. It's a fantastic sounding plugin. It's got flavour. I think that's the good way to put it. It's got a flavour. It's got something about it. It's not modelled on anything in particular, but it does have harmonics. It does have a sound. You can drive it and you can do some really clever stuff. You'll hear in the demo at the end, you can really get it to bounce. If you get the attack and release right and alpha, beta, sigma control sat in just the right place, especially on dance music, you can get it to bounce. Listen to the delta and you hear it sort of swelling in time to the music. That can make a club track sound phenomenal. It's a trick I do with a piece of hardware I got. It's very cool to have it on a plugin like this. Anyway, go and check it out, and yeah, I think you'll like it. Anyway, if you could like the video, that really helps. If you could subscribe to the channel, that helps too. We hit 11,000 subs last week, so that's pretty nice. Thank you for that. What else can you do? You could go and check out my Instagram, which is Mixdown Mastering, see what I get up to in the studio every week. There's also the Studio Life website where there's the top 5 plugins, and there's a whole bunch of courses. There's a sale going on at the moment. If you look around on my Instagram, you'll find the code you need to get those courses at a pretty hefty discount. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Adios.